So, hello. I quickly show you how to bind a um, tank chain to the tank bones. And first of all, I'm going to import a FBX, and this is how it looks. And you see it already has like a few vertices, and those are necessary. So it's not possible to just use one static mesh straight ahead. Um, Now let's go ahead and let's bind this and do all the work we have to do. First of all, we rotate it correctly. Then going to separate it quickly because it's one mesh and we need two. No. And we combine it. Now we have two meshes. Use history and move it into the main group here. Both are inside. And now let's start to bind. So we go to the rig here. We choose the correct side. This one is right side, driving direction, and the other one is the left side. So let's start with the left side. We attach it. Oh, yeah. Now the important part comes. So we have to set up the bind settings correctly. So let me close that window again and set up bind settings. And in this case, it's like selected joints. So we just want to bind to this joint we want to have, right? So bind method is in this case close to hierarchy, but you have to choose like closest distance or closest in hierarchy. The other ones are, yeah, I think heat map works too, but well, no, the heat map didn't work for me, but whatever. Mainly when you work in Blender anyway, it's hard to compare this anyway, I guess. So you have to find, unfortunately, the way in Blender, but I show you the settings here, and hopefully you can transfer it, and maybe the um, settings are similar somehow. So normalized weights interactive, weight distribution is distance, and the most important one is the max inference. So I'm doing a trick here now. So let's start with max inference 1, and we have to change it later to 3. That's pretty important. So, or my Maya was buggy, and I found a workaround. Anyway, so we have now this. So the reason for the max influence 1 is that really we have the less influence on the mesh from other bones to this, and this bone has now the full, more or less the full power of this area. So, but you see there's a small error over there, and we quickly have to fix it, and we can do this by selecting the chain, go to vertice mode, go back to weight painting mode, and now we go through the chain list, and we set the value to 0 and paint 0 on each bone with a flood. So now we do the opposite for the lower part if needed. No, it's not needed, so it's all good now. Good. Now I'm starting to transfer it from, we have to transfer it to this one, but now we do the trick. We select the other side, that's the right side in this case. We now start to bind with pretty much the same settings, except max influence this time to 3. And this allows us in a few seconds to smooth it out correctly without any problems. But before we do that, we have to transfer the skin weights over. Copy skin weights. These are my settings in Maya. I press apply, and now I have the same skin weights on this chain, like from this chain to this chain. So let's see, all good. But now the difference is we can smooth out the mesh way better. Let's see. We go back to paint mode, and we just go through the whole list and do smooth and press flooding 3 times per bone. Obviously, this could do some AI in the future. So, and that's pretty much it. And we now have to transfer it back to this one. But I think now if we transfer it directly, and these guys have just one influence, I'm not sure if it transfer correctly. Let's see. And it has some issues here. But not too bad, I think so. Let's check this side again. Oh, they have this issue too. So, okay, we have to fix that. Same technique again. I was about to say that in the beginning, so that you have to do that technique twice. We have to do it one more time. So, replace weights, set value to 0, and flood. And the opposite for the bottom. Top wheels, let's say it like this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now one transfer, and we can export. Let's check this side again, just in case. And it looks good. Good. All right. And now we have just to export the whole. We just select the bone structure here and the meshes we need. And we're going to export this. Go to the engine. And we just re-import this guy. How do we know now if it works? We have to test it, of course, but I know that it works because I was tested it before. So let's do a quick test here.
Move forward. Enemy ahead.
And there's a right over there with the engines. And this looks pretty good.
Move forward. Move back. Move back.
Looks like there's a small texture issue on the wheels and things. I can't see it right now. Yeah, but there's something off. I have to check this, I think, but this is a texture issue and not a skin weight issue. So yeah, that's the skin weights.